outline of our foot, and that was basically where we started, and then we modified the last.
Is that a holster?
A holster, yeah. It's a long,
This is a shop
long
that
barrel too.
accommodates a lot of things, working on your car, keeping the house going. This is an accumulation of decades.
God, look at this stuff.
Of,
Oh, here's some more material. Waffle material, look at that.
and this had to be so much fun for them because prior to this, they lived in small little houses. The place across from Hayward Field.
Sheets of waffle.
Two boys, and then soon had Tom.
I'll be damned.
This is a tiny little house. We'll see.
I don't think he'll care if we look at these.
Do you have to stand on the side over here?
And so this had to be just
Scored, man.
a generous place. And
Some
I'm
of-
pretty
probably
convinced
some of
Bill
the
probably wrote
early
this all himself. I can
Waffle
tell
sheets that were
the,
made,
kind of construction style.
one sheet at a
This is
time.
probably all
Yeah, this is some of the original ones because the little
certainly
nipple on the square is real big, and they refined that later on, made those a little smaller, and made the square a little bigger. This is cool.
I think Barbara probably was a little bit.
Oh my, look at this! Holy shit, Nirvana.
But this was his space. This was kind of.
That is a prototype football cleat outsole. See the little bar in the middle here? Little thing. This is better grip and traction on made for artificial turf. I think it was made for was made for the University of Oregon turf, which the first one was the first I think artificial turf stadium in the United States. So Bowerman, I'll be damned. I gotta show this to Hollister. He'll freak when he sees this. That's something. Okay, we're keeping that.
That's great.
Nelson, do you think they missed this? Nelson,
What's that?
will they miss this?
I don't think they'll miss anything in here, except if it's a tool.
Amazing. Rich. Very rich.
Oh man, these are gonna go. I'm gonna take a couple of these with me. Leave the rest here.
Someone else can discover them in 30 years, you know?
Oh man, huh?
Someone else can discover them in 30 years.
Oh yeah, that's exactly. This is huge.
Yeah. Shit, we just found some rubber last, some
Check this
original,
out.
Waffles.
Yeah, this I think this may be premium. This is I think a prototype for the outsole of a football shoe that Bowerman was working on for the artificial turf stadium.
Football or
This is
soccer?
this is football. Those are running. Those are some of the early ones because I was telling him the nipples, the little bumps on the end were
Right.
big, and then they made that refine that down. But this is one of the earlier pieces. But this one I've never seen before. So this is a classic.
Cool.
Look how rough and how uneven all the stuff is. God almighty, that's great.
Cool.
Knowing what went into this, I mean, you can see this has all been hand carved. It was some little rough-hewn mold that they made. Just probably chiseled out something, poured all the rubber into it. Isn't that
You
something?
probably did. Where this one was
Yeah, that one's a little more sophisticated, but this one is
And
pretty rough.
he did this all by himself.
Yeah, this and he worked with some other guys, but he didn't. He was experimenting by himself. But I got to confirm that with Jeff because this was made someplace where they had to pour it into a mold. But it looks like the mold really is a handmade mold. So yeah, because see this stuff would wrap up around on the edge, so that if you tilted, you'd get some traction, and that was the whole idea.
He's actually interested in
That is just fantastic. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.